Alright guys, it's Bradley. We're here in the brewery slash garage. I have most of the valves off, stuff off. The unit, dip tubes are out. Apologize, it's a little bit dirtier than usual. I guess last time I didn't clean it quite as thoroughly as I usually do. So I'm thinking this next weekend I'm going to have to do an extra good job. But yeah, we're going to put in both my dip tubes. So there's both sides of that. Messy bench. Just need to grab a couple of things from here. Just need to get probably a couple tri-clamps. I'm going to need those. And get these dip tubes taken apart here. You definitely cannot fit it through there. So you take this part, pull it out. You need to add a little more grease to it, add some grease to it. You'll put a gasket on here. I couldn't see that. Put a gasket on here, and then you will use a tri-clamp and hook it to the side of the kettle. Let me reposition for that, and I'll show you guys how it's done. Be right back. Alright guys, here we are. So as you can see this here, here's the adjustable piece, we'll call it. And quite simply, just tri-clamp it on. Like everything else, set your tri-clamp whatever kind of direction helps with your OCD. Be the look the best. So that's that, plenty tight. And then you'll just simply I see I got a little bit of schmoo on there. Kind of probably might be a little bit too much. But, you know, live and learn. So we'll take this guy, we'll go from the inside of the kettle and stick it in, and I'll see if I can get everybody a shot of the insertion, because why not? Alright, here we are, time to insert the dip tube. I apologize if the sound's a little off, but the camera is indeed inside of the kettle. So you just push it in, kind of gently wiggle it in, and then watch the outside of it, and you will kind of want it seated. I seated mine in the factory position, the way it came assembled from Brewtools. I'm assuming that's the way it belongs. So yeah, that's pretty much all the way down. I probably could readjust a little bit, and then that's up. Yeah, that's great. So I'm probably going to spin mine a little bit to get a little more adjustment out of it, so I can be right there on the bottom for yes, that's what you want. Maximum wart extraction in that position. And then there it's all the way up. So yeah. Alright, so here we are on the outside. It's super straightforward, pretty ingenious way they did this. At least I think it is, but I don't know much about engineering or anything like that. So, yeah, it's pretty great. You know, this handle, it threads in. It's not the most secure thing in the world. It's not designed to take a lot of torque. I don't think it needs a lot of torque. I would imagine it's because, sorry, I'll bring the other one over here. There just isn't much meat in there, you know, material to cut threads into. I would assume that's why. But yeah, they seem pretty great to me. I haven't tried it in other holes. I think there's 4 sets of these holes. So if you guys have one that's uber wobbly, you could just probably try another set of, you know, holes. But it looks like there's at least 4 sets of threads cut into this. So keep that in mind. I'm going to try and hang this 3/4 inch valve, the three-way valve on here. It's kind of close to my edge of my counter here. Makes it a little fun, but minimal fuss. Let me move my giant hands, guys. I apologize. They make everything look small. Truly, it's actually pretty sad. So that's the way straight. That's the way that setup kind of looks. I'm going to freak out off camera because these don't line up properly. But it's super straightforward. Easy install, and hopefully they work great. Alright guys, so it was touch and go there for a minute, but I got all the handles lined up the proper direction per my own personal issues. So here we go, is the other side. Again, it's going to be hard not to block it with my hands, I apologize. This is the side that's going to be a little bit more, optional, untrue, potentially unnecessary, to see how it works on this side. But again, my thinking is on this side I'll be able to agitate the inside of the kettle and kind of move some of that, cause to stir up some of that debris, so I can filter it through the through the actual mash tun itself, and maybe even fine tune the whirlpool. It's one more thing to fiddle with, and I like to fiddle, so what the hell. Alright, so we're going to insert this one. Again, we want to see that insertion. Just kind of gently, oh yeah, just aim for penetration, guys. That's where it's about. So, there she is. There she blows. Alright guys, so here we are, pretty much back in the configuration I plan to brew with. I moved the inline oxygenation tea over onto the cold side, even though I really, really like watching the bubbles in the sight glass. I don't know why. I'm like a man-child. So they're both on. Can't wait to try them out. They work, they're definitely a little more tension once you get them, the tri-clamps and the gaskets on there. So, probably part of the design to help it seal a bit better. I'm eager to try this. Alright, well I hope everyone enjoyed the video. And remember, home brewing is good. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.